This one, actually right here, this one reminded me of Hess was it last week that he said they should hire, like, ninjas to beat up Michael Myers? Was it that?
Yeah.
Because this right here.
Kung Fu this, bitch!
Kung Fu this, bitch! But I was like, oh, it's like a response to Hess.
I had a hard on this morning.
I won't tell.
Wow.
I love making little stories on the soundboard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had a hard on this morning. She won't tell.
I won't tell.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Idiot's Guide to Slashers. I'm your little hand glove boy, Jerome.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
I'm Nick.
And I'm, Hess. Couldn't think of anything.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a grumpy Kool-Aid man.
Today, my little babies, we're talking about Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. Can we get a round of applause? We finished the OG Nightmare on Elm Street. I had a stroke in the middle of talking.
Easy for you to say.
Come on, round of applause.
Golf clap?
Oh, yeah.
We're done. No more Freddy's until your favorite is Jason.
What do you know? I beat my high score. Freddy's Dead. The final nightmare. They saved the best for last.
What did you guys think about this? This is one of my favorite ones. It's just so fucking goofy and it's strange. I love it.
Like, the story's kind of dumb.
Yeah, the story it doesn't matter. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
But this is by far the way I wanted to see Freddy.
Yeah, I was telling Taylor because I basically rewatched the movie today to get sounds, and I was.
So I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, in 1 year. For the dreams, if they ever like go back to Freddy, they should look at this movie for how they did the dreams and stuff to, like, make it like this. Because this was good. They did it very well. Like, you got the fucking Wizard of Oz shit, him going by.
Yeah.
I love that.
I liked it when he killed, I guess the guy's name was John Doe.
Yeah, which I'll get into that in the trivia. Let's just say he was supposed to be Jacob.
Well, so I was looking at his name in IMDb, and I was like, what the fuck? What's that guy's name? Was I not paying attention?
No, I did the exact same thing.
Breckenmeyer.
No.
The kid that they make you think is Freddy's son, but then he's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
They had a little...
I like how he was supposed to be like a teenager. He looked like he was like 30.
No, he looked like a 45-year-old dude. That's
That's
shocking.
literally the first thing that went through my head. I'm like, this is a teenager, huh?
Me
Okay.
too, because he's like, stewardess, can I get another chair or
Yeah.
seat? And she's like, I'm like, wow, this guy's going through a midlife crisis.
I love it. The opening of the movie, he's sitting there begging for it. You got
Don't be a pussy.
I knew you'd get that one.
Hess texted me this morning to get that one too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I love that. But
when he dies,
oh yeah,
I did read that he was falling face first, and then when he lands, he's upside down.
oh yeah.
But I didn't even notice.
Did you also notice when he's scratching the chalkboard for Carlos? You could, if you zoom in, you could see little rubber tips he has at the end of his gloves, so he doesn't fuck up the actual chalkboard and do shit.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was special because they had to like stretch it and shit. So but you can tell that, I guess.
But I liked when he like turns into Wile E. Coyote and he's like fucking moving the thing out. Like that kind of shit was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how I remembered Freddy. And then we watched like the first couple, and I'm like, this is what not right. So somehow that's what I got out of 6 movies.
That's him in the video game part and doing it like with the the kids turning around inside the house, breaking through walls, bouncing up and down and shit. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a Nick question to start off the show?
I have some. A couple. I don't have that many.
I have a couple of some. My first one I
must have enjoyed it because I didn't have to come up with stupid questions.
And I do notice that like Halloween 4, I had like one Nick question.
Yeah, remember Halloween 3? I had like 62.
Yeah, the whole podcast was Nick questions. But when Carlos got his ear cut off, did you want Freddy to go?
I didn't think of that, but now I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah, and then also, I think you're Carlos.
Why?
Because, his dream, where he died, Freddy cut off his ear, put on the fake one. Everything sounded so loud. That's you at the beginning of every podcast. Hess talks, and you're going, "Oh, stop it!" And you're him, and Hess is dropping needles down on you.
He could have.
That's you in the opening of every podcast.
You want
Makes
switch,
sense.
You want to switch headphones right now?
No,
Okay.
because I know those ones were tampered by Freddy. I know what happened now.
Oh. I don't believe in Freddy. My first question has to do with Carlos, too.
Is it Mencia or the one in this movie?
This one.
Oh, okay.
He reminded me of Peyton. Do you remember when you fucking took all that
what?
earwax out of his ear?
Oh God, I forgot. I have that picture still. I think too.
What is this? And we had to guess what it was from the picture.
Yeah.
Like when he stuck that shit in his ear and the fucking thing was coming out. I'm like, maybe that's what he did to Peyton.
Ever since I was little, I've been afraid of those. I wonder if this is why.
Probably. I think I was too, because like everyone would say, if you can open it in your ear, you'll puncture your eardrum.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I remember one time Mom made me Q-tip my ear, and I was fucking terrified. I was gonna be hearing really loud because I didn't,
She's dropping needles.
I was dumb and
Really
I was
loud.
dumb and little and didn't realize he put up the hearing aid and got the fake ear. So I just thought I'd clean out my ears, and all of a sudden you hear so loud. I was afraid of that when I was little.
What were you, 12?
Bro, it was last week.
I was a junior in high school. Dad.
My last night question I got for you guys. Do you think this was a 3D movie?
Yeah, I didn't know that going in.
I wasn't sure every time they went like this towards the camera or something. I wasn't quite sure what was happening. Or when Freddy exploded and all the things, the mirrors.
It's obviously pre-Jackass because there was no dildos flying at me.
Oh, well, that's the extended cut.
Mm.
Yeah. I did say this is New Line's first 3D movie.
Was it their last 3-day movie?
I doubt it.
3-day movie?
3-day movie? It's in theaters only 3 days.
Is this why the pack that we had came with glasses was for this movie?
Yeah. I actually almost went to go get those to put them on while we did the podcast, but then I remembered how hard it was to read in Friday the 13th, so I didn't grab them.
I mean, obviously, it's not in 3D on HBO Max. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We used to watch it. Every time we'd watch it, I would force Macy and Taylor to watch it in 3D. I bet, no, guys, we have to. And they get so mad. So sometimes, like, if we were watching all the movies, they'd, like, hey, Jerome, go get us popcorn or drinks. And then they just put it in the 2D one and we'd start it because they hated watching it in 3D. But I loved it.
Fucking goofy. My other
Drum the boss.
my other question is, did you get Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker vibes at the end?
Oh, I didn't, but that's a good call. I kind of... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to tap into my trivia here. Let me see. The producers planned a spin-off film in which Freddy Krueger's spirit possesses the body of his daughter, Maggie Burroughs, and continues her father's murderous killing spree. Obviously, this never came to fruition, though.
Right. I guess it'd be more Princess Leia.
So that was their original idea, was actually the next movies would have been her, but Freddy's just in her body.
I mean, she's totally Luke. She's like, and then she kills him.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, too, she's like, I just want to go to the Tachi station and get some power converters.
Uncle Owen, Aunt Peru.
And her aunt and uncle got burned to death.
You burned!
So I'm going to do the trivia first because the story is kind of pointless.
Okay.
This is the first film in the franchise to not include the little girls jump roping, singing Freddy's rhyme. Did you guys miss it?
No, because they had it like on the newspaper and on other shit.
I know. It was like following them throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
I never knew that before. That was weird.
I think I only saw like 3 of them.
Like I noticed, it said 1, 2. I thought it was just the girls because it was like that one was like in shock.
Like I think I noticed it in like 5, 6 or something.
Yeah, because it was like a newspaper. Like
Yeah.
10 minutes later, it was like 5, 6. He's gonna suck your dick or something,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And then Freddy came and sucked their dicks. Next, I thought this was very interesting. I would actually really like to see this version of the movie or a movie. Peter Jackson original screenplay for Freddy's Dead saw Freddy aging and growing weak within the dream world, and the teens of Springwood would have drug-filled slumber parties for kicks, and in their dreams, they would beat the shit out of Freddy.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's just an old man now, so they're like, oh, instead of 100 maniacs, huh? Boom, fucking loser.
Wow.
But wouldn't it be really interesting? Peter Jackson wrote, like, they got him for it. He wrote it, and then they went, nah, we don't want it.
They're like, you're never going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking Lord of the Rings fan.
And then he went and fucking made Lord of the Rings, and now they're like, come on, hey, come back, bud.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But wouldn't that be like an old Freddy that just, like, I'm assuming at some point it turns and he kills the kids and Freddy's back and whatnot. But seeing like an old man Freddy would be kind of neat.
It'd be weird.
Do you think he'd have a beard? I don't know. I feel like he'd have a white beard with his burnt face.
I don't think that would work.
I mean,
Even though it's kind of dead. So
yeah, but he's a dream guy.
You're
you know?
a dream guy.
I could be a dream guy. This is where it gets interesting with John Doe.
Do you think he liked playing the Sega Dreamcast?
Oh, brother.
I bet so. I bet he really liked that.
That was probably his favorite console ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good one right there. So back to John Doe. I guess John Doe was supposedly supposed to be Jacob from the previous film, but it was made very vague in this once they couldn't secure Lisa Wilcox to come back, which is Alice from the last movies. In
Didn't miss her.
In early versions of the scripts, Freddy absorbed the entire town of Springwood into the dream world before moving on to the next town, with the dream police chasing after him.
Dream Police.
Yeah, so that's so one version of this movie was Freddy was an old man and got beat up. Second one, he absorbed the whole town, and Alice and Jacob are running from him, and I think it'd be like the same-ish plot, like except it would probably be Jacob's the real kid. Maybe, I don't know.
Is Springwood near Springfield? Like, could Bart Simpson come
Yeah,
over?
there's a crossover. That's where they get Treehouse of Horrors and stuff like that.
I feel like Bart would fuck Freddy up.
It was only a dream.
Robert Englund has stated that his favorite kill in any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies is him killing Carlos. Which is, he's like throwing him through brick walls, and I love how he's sneaking behind him too.
Yeah, this one's really goofy.
And then the last one was the spin-off that they were going to do with Freddy as his daughter. Do you think they'd get Robert Englund to do the voice? Or do you think it would just sound like that chick the whole entire time?
He would have to be in it, or it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it'd be weird too.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, so there's a couple other
Maybe he could be a
versions.
force ghost.
Oh, shit.
Just
And
be
someone
like,
throws him,
boom.
hands in the lightsaber and he just throws it away or something?
Yeah.
Or you could try to burn it and he catches it in the next movie? But alright, so now that we've done that, would you guys like to know the story of Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare?
Yeah.
10 years after the previous film.
Is that in Nightmare on Elm Street time?
Freddy Krueger has returned and killed nearly every child... I don't know what that was. Nearly every child and teenager in the town of Springwood, Ohio. The only surviving teenager, John Doe, is confronted by Freddy in a dream. John wakes up outside the Springwood city limits due to a head injury and does not remember why he is there. Now, they skipped a little bit of stuff there, but this has like one of my favorite dream openings. Got him in the plane, you got Wizard of Oz. Yeah, him on the bus, and Freddy's driving him.
That part's kind of cool, and he stops and goes through another. But at first, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, it is a bit. Do you think they overused that song? It almost sounds like dun 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 dun, whatever it was. And they're like their build up every time something was happening.
I was happy when the bitch that said "pussy" got thrown out of the fucking.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah. It's always cool when the bad guy gets sucked out of a plane.
And then I like how his response to that is, "It's not fair. I was almost out."
It's not fair! I was almost out!
Like, how far was the plane? Was the plane, like, just taking off?
No, it wasn't a dream, too. He wasn't really in the
Oh,
plane
that's
anyways.
true, I guess. I forget there's all dream shit.
Although so does it mean he sleptwalked?
It was all a dream.
Well, that's good. Do you think he walked and then fell on that rock? How do you think he got there?
I mean, Freddy drove him in a bus and stuck him through like a fucking warp thing.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about reality.
For some reason, like that reminded me of like Pee Wee Herman.
A little bit.
That when he like threw him through the thing. Yeah.
He's jerking off in a movie theater.
Oh, yeah, okay. You go back to that one theater from 3 or 4 or whatever when she saw all her friends there and saw her diner. And then
see
Pee Wee Herman's just, ah!
You guys gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
So the police find John and take him to a shelter where he becomes a patient of Dr. Maggie Burroughs. Pretty lucky on his part.
Yeah,
I guess actually pretty unlucky on his part.
Well,
He ends up dying.
lucky on Freddy's part because that was his whole plan, was to get him to her. So he's like, he knew that those two cops are gonna pull up and not want to do their job and take him to somewhere else. And then
I guess, yeah.
it's good thinking on Fred's part.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Who was that?
This is Melissa.
my sister.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So did she do that herself?
No, it was a mask. She didn't look at the price tag. She just grabbed it because they put the.
What was it, like $40-$60?
Those are odd numbers.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Jerome.
It was 40 or $60, okay? Not 40, $60.
Well, funny, it was $59.99.
Well, it was 40, $60.
I just know I knew this was like $60 or something. The Michael Myers one. I wasn't sure.
She went to Party City or whatever, and like she's with Will, and she bought it and didn't really pay attention, and she got out and she was like, "What the fuck, $69?"
Maggie notices a newspaper clipping from Springwood in John's pocket to attempt to cure John's amnesia. I'm reading words really weird today.
Did you have a stroke, girl?
Amnesia. She plans a road trip to Springwood. In an attempt to run away, Tracy, Carlos, and Spencer stow away in a van, but they get discovered as John has a hallucination and almost wrecks the van just outside of Springwood.
Well, and I like her. Okay, now just go back. We're gonna go look for stuff.
I mean, she's kind of busy, you know. You get fuck, that's
Yeah, right over there.
We just see him. He's grabbing his.
Do we need to
throat,
call Abby?
He falls over.
She's fucking doing her makeup, getting ready and shit.
He's getting choked up. He's thinking about how John.
Oh, she could do the Heimlich real quick.
Maybe.
That'd be fucking good TV right there.
Yeah.
TV.
That'd be a YouTube short if I've ever seen it. So Tracy.
That's almost died.
Tracy, Spencer, and Carlos try to leave Springwood. They stay at the house 1428 Elm Street. They're by there at Freddy Krueger's former home. Can you believe it?
No.
No, okay. Also, I thought about in this movie, you know how he's talking to his daughter, and because she, the whole movie, she goes,
I had a hard on this morning.
She never said that.
sorry, I had the wrong eye, this eye.
I won't tell.
Well, she's saying she won't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't he be kind of happy she told? He got burned, the demons came, fucking made him immortal and powerful, and he lives forever.
Know what you want. I want it all!
Of course you do.
Then open up.
And you shall be forever.
But shouldn't he be happy because he got what? Like, if he would have went longer, what if the demons found what if they found Michael Myers and they made him immortal?
I got a better question. What did the wife see in Frederico?
His little layer, the little girl.
No. I get what she found.
Because it had all the newspaper clippings. It had all his gloves.
I mean, like their first date. Well, she's like, God, you seem like a nice guy. I'm gonna fuck you and have a kid.
Well, I mean, Robert Englund's not. He's a good-looking fella.
I didn't say he wasn't good-looking.
I'm saying maybe he.
You don't think he's a little creepy?
No, he is definitely creepy.
Okay,
100%. But maybe he's charming. You know, he walked up to her and he was like,
Does he think I'm a farthead?
I mean,
and she was like, okay.
The girl's like at least 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've been married for probably 5-6 years, and it took her that long to go down in a basement that's fucking wide open and find all these things.
Don't be a pussy.
And then and then the mass murder kills the fucking mom in front of the kid.
Yeah, I mean, you got some good points here. I don't know. Maybe they should have went with what's his faces,
Peter Jackson,
Lord of the Rings boy.
King Kong shows up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's got nothing on me.
Elijah Wood.
Oh, okay.
That is not where I thought you were going.
Let's get Elijah Wood in this.
Well, he said Lord of the Rings boy.
Oh, well, I was just thinking because Peter Jackson made Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
John and Maggie visit the Springwood orphanage and discover that Freddy has a child. John believes that he is that child because he's stupid, and also because I feel like he kind of thinks he's Jacob, but no one knows. You know? Do you think he's Jacob?
No, he didn't look. He didn't have those fucking
Me and
creepy ass
Taylor
eyes.
always, our entire life, assumed it was Jacob until we looked into it this year.
Oh,
Watching the movie. We always just thought it was the same.
I never
supposed to
at
be the same
any
thing.
point thought it was Jacob. So when there was a big fucking turn, I was like, oh, okay. So I actually thought it was gonna be the blonde girl, and I was like, oh no, it's this girl.
Well, I
thought it was gonna be the blonde girl too.
Which she didn't know how to fight. Did you?
Kung Fu.
Oh my god! Let me see.
That was terrible acting.
I mean, she's lucky she didn't break her wrist when she was hitting that fucking punching bag.
John believes that he is the child because Freddy allowed him to live back on Elm Street. So it was the stuff like that it only really made sense for him to be Jacob.
Right.
Because, like, who else on Elm Street?
Except Jacob killed Freddy in the last movie, so it really didn't make any sense.
No, he gets revived. It says, you'll understand when I get to the demons in this, they've been reviving him this whole time. But they can't in the real world.
The giant sperm lava?
The ones that always remind me of the little guys that fly around in the South Park movie. And you see Freddy in there as well. Those little sperms. So Carlos and Spencer fall asleep and are killed by Freddy. Told you, they just fucking skipped right over it.
Well, they were.
But those are some great scenes. We talked about them already, but I love those deaths in this.
Yeah, I mean it's a highlight of the movie. All 3 of them.
I loved it. Hey, I beat my high score.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
It's like you every night on Zombies, you're out there.
Yeah.
You even have the power glove.
Bow.
Tracy is almost killed, but is awakened by Maggie. John, who went in the dream world with Tracy trying to help Spencer, is still asleep. Maggie and Tracy take John back to the shelter. On their way back, Kruger attacks John in his dream. Before killing John, Kruger reveals that his child is a girl. As John dies, he tells this to Maggie.
That was my favorite death right there.
I love that part when I believe I have him doing the wrong. I love because it's so good because it just seems like, oh, it's typical. It's gonna be his kid and they'll fight at the end or whatever. But Freddy's like, no, you fucking idiot, you're not my kid. I tricked you into bringing me my kid.
Which didn't make any sense, but it was funny.
Yeah, it doesn't, you know.
It's Hollywood, baby.
So Tracy and Maggie return to the shelter, but they find that no one remembers John, Spencer, or Carlos except for Doc. Now that's a new thing, right?
Yeah, like that made no sense.
Because no one forgot the people that died in the other movies.
Yeah,
It was like a new
superpower.
I don't know what the word is called. Just like a new wrinkle.
You got a new ability.
Oh, maybe it's like a new season of Freddy came out, so it's a new perk.
Oh, he got a new perk.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There you go.
New perk.
Maggie finds her adoption papers and realizes that she is Freddy's daughter. Her birth name was Catherine Kruger, but her name was changed to Maggie.
What was her middle name? Because it could be KKK.
Catherine Kinky Kruger.
Kinky Kruger, huh?
Catherine Kinky. That's a fucking tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast, both of you. Catherine Kinky Kruger. Both of you go right now.
Catherine Kinky Kruger. Catherine Kinky Kruger. Catherine Kinky Kruger.
Oh, fuck, this is good. Your turn.
Catherine Kinky Kruger.
Catherine Kinky. You said Cougar instead of Kruger.
I know. Catherine Kinky Kruger.
Catherine Kinky Kruger. Catherine Kinky Kruger. Catherine Kinky Kruger.
You're just making noise.
It's really hard.
It's like you're making a beat right there.
Catherine Kinky Kruger. You do have to kind of say it in a beat. Fuck. Well, we got her new name. Catherine Kinky Kruger, but her name was changed to Maggie Burroughs when her father was arrested and subsequently murdered. Was he arrested? He was just murdered, burned, and then he turned into Freddy. Was he arrested?
Probably.
They arrest his burnt corpse? The parents fucking threw a Molotov cocktail into his room.
Well, you get arrested, and then they're, all right, you're on bail, and then you go home.
Oh, so he's like the guy that makes Jeepers Creepers. You know, he gets arrested for diddling kids, and then he's scot-free.
I don't know if his name's Scott.
No, it's Freddy Krueger.
Oh, okay.
Freddy fucking Krueger!
What do you think Abby's thinking right now?
Hey, at least his neighbors aren't banging. Oh, I guess his neighbors probably are banging because they got pineapples outside. So Doc discovers that Freddy's power comes from the dream demons who continually revive him.
It was all a dream.
Oh my god. And the Freddy can be killed if he's pulled into the real world. Now, can you explain to me how he learned that?
Because he was reading those books.
Oh, and they said, hey, if you pull him out of the dream.
Well, he took a piece of his sweater. Which, do you know how hard it'd be to take a piece of a sweater?
Doc is strong, okay?
Apparently, he's got some strong fucking fingers.
He jerks off a lot.
He's a beef boy. He's a beefcake boy.
So Maggie decides that she will be the one to enter Freddy's mind and pull him into the real world.
I like how some of the doors were shut in his mind.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want you to know some shit that's going on, okay?
I don't want to know the shit in Freddy's mind.
Especially when he's killing that rat. Son of 100 maniacs. You know,
I kind of wanted to see that.
You wanted to see? Oh, you fucking freak.
It still
bothers me why those kids do Son of 100 maniacs. It was one maniac, because a multiple cum doesn't make a baby.
Yeah, but...
And also, there was a guy there that looked like Freddy. So
if your mom gets fucked by 100 maniacs, I mean, you're going to be fucked up.
And who told those children that his mother was raped by a bunch of psychopaths?
Probably the fucking teacher.
Oh.
It's probably a rumor all around town.
Rumor so once in the dream world,
rumor has it,
she put on the 3D glasses and enters Freddy's mind. In his mind, she learns that Freddy was teased as a child. He was abused by his foster father,
who is Alice Cooper.
Inflicted self-abuse as a teenager and murdered his wife, and was given the power to become immortal by fiery demons.
Sperm demons.
I love sperm demons. Those are my favorite.
I bet you do.
Mermaids.
How do they taste?
I like sperm demons. Maggie struggles to pull Freddy into the real world, but eventually succeeds. That was a pretty weird... She's just sitting there. Like, oh, I think. What if in her dream she was like dancing with someone or whatever?
Oh yeah,
but in real life,
her hands
it
around
looks like she's just like holding somebody or something, or like she's like really hugging her aunt.
What if Freddy was fat and she couldn't get her hands all the way around him? She would just want to
And
pull
he
him
pops
in.
out. It's like dung, 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 dung. I'm fat. So Maggie and Freddy end up in hand-to-hand combat against one another. She uses several weapons.
Did she throw a knife in his cock?
Now this line that they put here really
Yeah, where did she get that ability?
confused me. Yeah, she threw a lot of knives in that scene. But it just that they confiscated every weapon they used at that end. They confiscated from people at that place. They had a pipe bomb. They had crossbows. They had ninja stars. They had random knives they're throwing. What the fuck kind of kids are they put in this place?
Bad kids.
I guess. Fuck.
Bad kids.
What kind of kid
kids.
He walks into a shelter with a pipe bomb and a crossbow, and he's like, "Hey guys,
Meyer
here you
fucking
go."
got caught with blow up
It's
stuff in the beginning.
Freddy.
Oh, they found the pipe bomb in his room. They said that.
Yeah, they set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
You were paying
Oh, they
attention.
found the pipe bomb in his room. They said
Yeah.
that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking Breckenmeyer. Fucking
What
okay.
a guy. Ah, you fucking idiot.
Enraged by the knowledge of what he has done, Maggie tears off Freddy's claw and stabs it in his asshole. No, stabs it in his stomach, embedding the glove's claw into the steel support beam, leaving Freddy suspended above the ground. Tracy tosses Maggie a pipe bomb, which she throws into Freddy's chest. The three dream demons, unable to revive him in the real world, fly out of Freddy after the pipe bomb kills him. Tracy, Doc, and Maggie rejoice and later triumph.
Freddy's dead.
Freddy.
That was a weird way to end it.
And
Literally just Freddy's dead, and it was like cut to credits.
I actually watched the credits.
And then it shows the best of Freddy.
I was just really too lazy to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, they're just like showing every death.
Yeah, it's a bit weird decision, I thought, on their part.
Kind of.
But ever since I was little, I always made fun of her. The way she was, Freddy's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so.
The song they play when Freddy's like, "Hey, Spence, let's trip out." Anytime it plays in anything, I think of this movie. No matter what it is, I think of Freddy.
Wow, because it's in a lot of movies.
And Taylor actually hates that song because I used to sing it so much. I just walk around and she'd be so angry at me. But so now we've done that, we've done the trivia. We were on best kill and worst kill.
I think all of our best kills is John Doe, unless you have a different one.
Oh, I actually have Carlos.
Yeah.
I have Carlos Spencer and John Doe for my best kills.
So you took all three kills.
I took
and
all three
said-
kills.
You're like, they're all the best.
Well, no, I didn't put Freddy as best kill, but I didn't want to put
The
him as worst kill either. But this has my favorite kills of any of the movies. So I liked all those.
Sounds like a cop-out, but I'll take it.
It's not a cop-out. I love it. But I didn't put Freddy down.
Is it a dogma?
All right, well, let's just move on to biggest trope. My biggest trope.
Wait, worst kill, Freddy.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't horrible. So
The second head coming out and screaming was stupid.
I did forget about that weird shit. I don't like when the demons fly around him and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? We can't help."
Yeah, it was dumb.
But was yours any different, Hess?
I mean, I would say worst kills were the ones I just completely skipped over. I mean, because you don't really know how they died.
I guess worst kill is the entire town. Apparently, he killed that we didn't see.
Which that doesn't make sense either. Think about it. So he killed all the teenagers.
Yeah.
Did he kill all the
And
adolescents?
children.
It's true. Yeah,
He said he
they're
killed
like,
all the kids and teenagers.
What?
Oh, he
So
did,
no one
okay.
fucks in that town now? They just stop fucking.
well, yeah.
Well, I mean, it takes 9
kids.
months.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, because they went to that carnival.
Yeah, it was Rosie and Tom Arnold.
I want my children back. You know they bring him.
And he's like, you know what happens? They bring him. So they actually don't fuck. So there you go.
I don't believe that. The whole town just...
Maybe they use protection.
So, yeah, you got Johnny Depp, Roseanne Barr, Tom Arnold, and Alice Cooper.
Yeah. They actually had all those written down. They have a cameo section on IMDb where they wrote all that down.
Oh, really?
In the trivia part, now there's a cameo section in there now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think they did that because us.
Huh.
The show Us on NBC?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Biggest trope, I put all the 3D shit.
Oh, yeah. The fucking...
Yeah,
absolutely.
And when every time like he transformed like the town or there's a little thing like it had to shatter glass like at the screen and whatnot. It was a little
yeah.
I mean, I give him credit for trying something different, trying to switch it up.
There hasn't been a Halloween
it is early.
in 3D.
It is like that is one of the early times we're doing that would be like, oh, cool in a movie, you know. But
I mean, not really. I mean,
because I think we like I don't think any like in Friday the 13th or in this I don't think it bothered us ever until like more recent.
Friday the 13th was bad too.
Yeah, it was real bad in that.
I saw Jaws 3D in theaters.
Oh, did you poop?
No, it was stupid.
Oh. It wasn't as cool as fucking Back to the Future when the shark eats him?
I think that's like 1984 or something.
Oh.
That was a good year.
I think we had better.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, did you guys have any other biggest trips?
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't think there wasn't really much else really in this, I thought, for that. I got titty count and non-white people count. 0 titties. I got 7 non-white people in this movie.
Holy Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you counting Carlos?
No, I was not counting
Okay.
Carla.
I was like, he's white.
Because I the ones I remember, you got Doc.
Yeah.
You got fuck, who was it?
There was a security guard. There was a cop.
There was
someone in the beginning.
I think there wasn't there like a nurse?
Yeah, someone in the beginning, and then Carlos's mom was actually.
Oh, it might have been Carlos's mom was one of them I had.
Carlos's mom has got it going on. 7, I think, is a stretch, but whatever.
I counted 7.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't remember them, but I recounted when I got sounds.
I had 5, but what do I know? Drum's white radar is way higher than mine. Non-white people, I can't see. Is it 24? Jesus. And then titties, 3 titties in 6 movies?
In the entire series, 3 titties.
No wonder Hess hates this fucking shit. Yeah, so it's last in titties and first in non. Well, I can't. It's just behind Friday the 13th, but we've watched more Friday the 13th, so it's hard to tell.
That leads us to Jamie Lee Curtis award. We got Breckenmeyer, unless anybody thinks Johnny Depp should have it.
No, I don't think a cameo should get it, do you?
No.
Plus, he already won it once.
It is. Yeah, it's true. It is a good cameo, though.
Yeah, I didn't know it happened. I had no idea.
I always forget about it.
You can just forget about it.
Well, okay, this time I remember
okay.
now, because I already seen it this year, but I usually forget about that part.
I would say, I was about to say he wouldn't do that now, but now I actually think he would do it.
Now he might, especially if they had some OG people like Robert Englund and shit like that.
Yeah, but like there was a time where I don't think he would have done it. Look, this is before that time, and now it's past.
Like peak Pirates, there's no way.
No
way he's cameoing in this. Well, boys and girls, are you guys ready to fucking find out what's next?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, prepare to be disappointed.
Jason Goes to Hell. The final Friday.
Fucking Christ.
Now, to make it better, this is the last horrible Friday the 13th we'll have to watch, because next we have Jason X and Freddy vs. Jason, and those are just fun. This one is complete and utter dog shit. I've never liked this movie.
Well,
So we're skipping it? We're not skipping
I would
it?
love to skip it. The only problem is, would you guys like to know a little tease for the movie?
Sure.
There's a connection, some would say a Marvel kind of end credit scene that may or may not tease Freddy vs. Jason.
There's an actual end credit scene?
It's I think it's just like the ending of the movie, but it's kind of like a Incredible Hulk end credit scene. But there is like an end credit scene that will tease an upcoming movie we watch. So you got that to look forward to, right?
Is that the only thing?
I can't. I'm gonna go watch it right now.
God, I'm horny.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, or rate, or tweet this podcast to your friends. Go tell your neighbor to watch it.
I've never heard someone say, tweet this podcast to your friend.
Your grandma. Go tell, hey, grandma, listen to this podcast. They talk about Freddy.
Hey, grandma!
Do you think I'm your daddy?
This is going to be, that's Hass in Warzone now. He's killing people. Do you think I'm your daddy? Pop! And he snipes him.
Peyton's like, yeah, why?
I did think you were my dad. What's happening? And then this is Hess.
Daddy's waiting for you, little girl.
That's Hess every time he needs to get bought back in Warzone.
He's waiting,
Oh, that'd be great to play.
little girl.
And then,
Freddy's dead.
Gotta change your name to Freddy.
we'll be back next week for Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. That means Ice Cube,
Day.
Day, all the people that have in the movies that have died, they all come back. It's crazy.
Baby D.
Tiny Lister Jr.
Sure, him too.
I don't remember his name.
Matthew
Debo.
Matthew McConaughey can be in there.
All right.
He walks up to Jason. He's like, I see a lot of lawbreakers up in here. And then he fucking kills him.
Wow.
You got Jason Tate Yum in there.
Oh, my God. That's perfect. Magic Jason.
Could you imagine if he starts stripping and shit?
That'd be good.
Jason goes to Tampa.
I know there's a black guy in the next Jason.
You know there's a black guy?
And I know this because he's a doctor that eats Jason's heart and becomes him.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I'm done.
Well, I'm glad to watch that movie.
I really just wanted to see your guys' reaction to that. But yeah, that happens in the movie. That's the opening of the movie.